What? Say that again, please, just in case I heard wrong.
Well, I put us both on the passenger list, as flight stewards.
Have you gone mad?
Why?
And how do you plan to board the plane as personnel without an employee card?
Well...
Obviously, you didn't think about that, did you? Alright, you're gonna have to go to the airport and get us the employee cards. Give me your PDA. I'll upload our photos and personal card data onto it. Right, get on with it. And make sure you get them. You probably won't get another chance to visit the flight office.
Alright. What else can I do?
I'll tell you what. Nothing. Go! I have to try to tackle the problem you've got us into. Our flight leaves tomorrow, and we will be aboard.
I need the airport employee cards. I'll have to get them at the airport. So this is the famous Prague Airport. The last building in the government district that hasn't been reconstructed. But everything around is typical state. Propaganda and spy recruitment. This is probably the new face of the state. From time to time, it changes its image like that. As far as I know. You don't find this sophisticated propaganda in the slums. Become a state informer. So this is how the state finds new agents. They simply train the best. Damn! No Name hurried up and started looking for me. I'll have to make sure not to get too close to the androids. They don't check everyone. From time to time they select someone randomly, but still. I think a distasteful piece of junk like that needn't be here. It's much better now. Moreover, the pin that was stuck in the poster may come in handy. A common pin. It might be useful. Up-to-date ads? You don't see these every day. Probably a division for people from the government district. Samax, effective anti-pest solution, thoroughly tested on animals, and there's a small footnote. Warning, the contents can alter your DNA. JPD, fast, cheap, and reliable. Probably some kind of transport service. International transport, interstate transport, postal service, personal transport, persona non grata transport? Obviously they do more than just transport. Kyra and Lana, legal services. Counseling from 5,000 credits per hour. We do not represent game developers. Yeah, I wonder why. Probably some kind of modern religious cult. Do you feel like you're alone in the darkness? Come to us. Chuck can help you. We will bring light to your lives. St. Norris Church. Strange. When I was a kid, I heard about some Norris who died in a fitness center. Can't be the same person. Arcadia Travel Agency. Do you want to go on the longest journey of your life? Come with us for a journey around the world. Sounds like a funeral service to me. Don't know why. The door is open, but I need an airport employee pass to enter all the same. This is the only door with a free entrance. Let's see what's behind it. Nothing. I'll probably have to do it in the dark. I can't see anything in the darkness. Let's try to screw it a bit. Ha! It works! Ah, not anymore. Probably a bad contact. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. '. ' Just empty cardboard boxes. I'll tear off a piece of the cardboard. Could be useful. A piece of cardboard. I'll try to wedge the bulb with a piece of the cardboard. Yes, here we go. It's on. Doesn't come out. Let's hope it'll stay that way. I've never seen a lock like that. It must be old. It's scratched a lot, and there are deep grooves all over it. There's many scratches at the bottom. Look at this! Somebody scribbled a code here. I can't turn it any further. There's probably some dirt in it. Hopefully I loosen it up a bit. I can't turn it any further. There's still something left inside, but I think this should do. I can't turn it any further. There's probably some dirt in it. I can't... There's still something left inside, but I think this should do. Hopefully the light will work here. I'm not their janitor. Great, it works. It's the same printer as the one on the table over there. I don't need a broken printer. This is a special UID printer, which has until recently been used to print access cards. They don't use these printers much anymore, but as far as I know, the cards are still valid. This is a special UID printer. They don't use these... An unplugged plug. I wonder what it's from. I hope nothing happens if I try to plug it in. So the plug is from the printer on the table. Obviously, it's in working order. Ah, no paper. The printer still needs something to print on. It probably can't be just ordinary paper. It must be the kind used for the access cards. The paper tray is missing. There's nothing to print on. The paper tray looks undamaged. A paper container I took from the broken printer. Here, now I have something to print on. Data missing. I need a photo and the data from a personal card to print the card. But they're in my PDA, which I can't connect to this printer. I have to find another way to get it there. printer should work now. Now I can make cards for me and Andrea. I'm going to print both cards now. These cards are similar to a regular personal card, and they contain the same information. I must be careful about the androids. It'd be easier for them to scan me now, plus I'd lead them to Andrea. At last! I've got us the employee cards. It's late and I have to return to Andrea, so hopefully all's gonna be alright and I'll be able to get some sleep.
So, do you have the employee cards that will allow us to board the plane as stewards tomorrow?
Yeah, I printed them.
Let me see. Oh, they look good. Good work, Richard.
Perhaps they'll really be of some use to us. Anyways, I'm totally exhausted. I'm gonna get some sleep.
Wait a minute. I won't be here tomorrow morning. It would be better if we would meet aboard the plane.
Alright. Good night. See you tomorrow. No name! That bastard! How come I didn't notice at once? I have to tell Andrea. It seems No Name wants me for much more than that put-up job he made me do lately.
Good morning, sir. According to the parameters entered, you're the recipient of the electronic message.
Parameters?
The message is intended for the first person of the male sex that exits this house today. You match those parameters.
I see. And who sent it?
The sender wished to stay anonymous. The message was sent to your PDA. Good day to you.
Damn! Why can't anything ever go smoothly? Perhaps the dream was an omen of some sort. I'd like to know how he found out about us going to Brazil. No Name awaits me there. I have to lure him away somehow to be able to slip through. It looks really good, although in fact I made it myself. The printer should work now. I'll print one card extra. It may come in handy. If I could get this card to the android without getting close to it, No Name would surely get the message and leave the terminal building. The door is open, but I need an airport employee pass to enter all the same. It can only be opened using an employee card.